Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course pajama time, because that is what I'm doing when I'm getting up so early to do makeup for you, seriously. Anyway, and besides that, of course, we are doing a look today with this beautiful palette. This is the Hugs and Kisses palette from Styl Cosmetics. This is how she looks. Look at this, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Yeah, it is. So anyway, I have gotten this as PR from Styl Cosmetics. Just wrap your head around this, you know? I spoke about this, I don't know, a couple weeks back. I don't know when you're seeing this. So a couple weeks back, I spoke about this when it released, and I said in my new makeup releases video, whoa, this is limited edition and this is so cute, and till I get around to buying this, this is gonna be sold out. And then I got this in the mail. Yeah, and besides that, I also got this. This is like a glitter and loose pigment bundle. Let me just open this. Okay, let me just try to hold this in the camera. So this is not a ready-made bundle that is on the website, because she does have that, but she just put a few things together where she thought that, you know, that I might enjoy them. So we are going to definitely work with something like that today. I want to try out those loose glitters, because I have not done that. I've done 2 looks with that palette already, and I'm going to put the pictures on top of me right now. The first one was a little bit more corally leaning, because there is one shade in here that is a little bit more coral. I'm going to show you in a second once the pictures over my head have disappeared. And then the other one was a classic smoky eye that was basically just pink, and in both cases I did have the pressed glitter, or different pressed glitters, on my lid. So anyway, here, this is again how the palette looks, and today I actually want to do something a little bit lighter and basically just use light shades like this one, maybe to deepen up the look, but maybe just these light shades, and then put some loose glitter on top, you know, as like sparkles here and there. So let's see how that will work out. So far the palette has not been a disappointment, because you know how much I love the palettes from Styl Cosmetics that I do have already, which is the Purple Moon palette and the Daydreamer palette. Video is up already here on my channel, a review video of both of those palettes in case you're interested. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This has some micro glitter in it, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all, because I used it already in my crease, and you know, it doesn't bother me. It looks cute. So let's just go in. This is the shade Hugs. I love stuff that is romantic, you know? So let's just zoom in, because I almost again forgot. What is this? I don't know. It's like my brain slips a thing, you know, like a and then I just forget. So anyway, let's just do it. So this is not gonna be a complete embarrassment. Anyway, all right, so let's go in with the shade Hugs, which is, you know, kind of this corally shade that I just mentioned. And I'm just going to sort of stamp it on. I don't know why I do that. I don't know, I just work like this, and it has been working well for me, so I don't know. Anyway, and I don't want this to be like super strong, because as I said, I want to, and you know, I want to achieve overall a little bit of a lighter look, and I don't want to go overly pink, because the first 2 looks were of course pretty pink, and it's not a surprise because it's a pink palette. But anyway, so I want to do something a little bit different today, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. So let me just switch to a brush that is a little bit more fluffy. Oh, sweeties, I'm in a good mood. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. Alright, so I'm just sort of fluffing out the edges here, and I might also pull in my bone color matte a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about something, because you know, when I'm filming this, 2 days ago I had this experience when I was getting gas for my car. And I was like, what is going on with the world? Seriously, like I was getting gas, and I had to wait a little bit, because you know, there is like a line of stations where you can get gas, right? So I guess that's how gas stations work. And then wait, let me just pull in my bone color matte and sort of smudge this here over that so I can blend it out a little bit better. So anyway, I was waiting there patiently. It was not super busy, but I was actually on the way to an appointment, and it was not like I was dilly-dallying around or anything. So I knew I had half an hour to get to the appointment, but I knew I had enough time to get the gas, whatever. So anyway, I waited till it was my turn, and I drove up to the next possible gas station, pump station, whatever, you know. So anyway, there was one ahead of me too, and the people who came behind me had to wait because nobody can drive by. It's a very tight place. So anyway, it was a kind of a bit of a weird situation, but it is like that at this gas station, that there is just no place to maneuver around, and one kind of has to wait till a person finishes, till the next people can move up. Okay, so you cannot sort of nudge your way around and then go to the pump. Does one say pump? I don't know, it sounds so weird, but I don't know. This is really vocabulary in English that I've never used in my life, because I never usually, like, I don't talk about gas stations usually, so you gotta forgive me. Anyway, so that is that. Just look at this and see that this glitter is not, like, it is not overwhelming, you know? So it's okay. If you have a problem with mattes that have some kind of glitter infusion, this one is not going to bother you, all right? So anyway, so that was so annoying that people were, of course, lining up behind me, but I didn't need a lot of gas. So and then I just went to pay, and literally there was no line for paying or anything, so it would have taken like another minute till I come back and move my car, right? So when I came back, a guy had, I don't know how, because I didn't see it, because I went to pay and I didn't see it, had gone around the gas station and backed up backwards into the pump station before me, you know? So and I was like, when I came back to the car and I saw I was basically blocked in, I couldn't move, so nobody else could move up. I was like, couldn't you have just waited 1 minute for me to move? And he flew off the handle. He flew off the handle because I said that. Is there anything bad about me saying, couldn't you just have waited 1 more minute? I was about to move. There is nothing bad about this, you know, but people get so crazy and so upset, and so, this is irrational. This is absolutely irrational. Okay, so now let's go in with this shade. This is Crush on You. This is, it looks a little bit white, but it, maybe you can see that it is like a light pink. Okay, you'll also see it in the swatches, of course, because if you compare it to this one, this is the white, and this is like a light pink. Okay, all right. So anyway, that was absolutely irrational, and this is just an example of how people are these days, and I'm so annoyed by this. You know, this whole thing that also, like in stores, and like if there is a line when you want to pay, and people get immediately all up in arms, and also on social media, sweeties, let's face it, you know, if there is something going on, people immediately insult and get really angry, and it's like, what in the world? Where is like normal behavior? When I grew up, I learned proper behavior. I learned that there are ways to discuss things, there are ways to have an argument without being insulting, without being personally attacked. You know, what is happening to the world? I didn't attack that man. I just said I was about to move. You could have waited, you know? It would have been much easier for everybody. So what did he do? He gestured to me, like not in a nice way, and then he sort of said, you can go backwards around the gas station. Backwards. Leorah, that is not an option. Okay, we're going in with the next shade. This is XOXO, all right? So anyway, he gestured to me that I should do that because he is right, and he, you know, it's like, this is crazy. This is crazy. It feels like everybody just serves himself these days, and it's just so sad. So sad. There is no compassion for each other anymore. And you know, also when I think about certain things that have happened on Instagram or whatever, where like makeup brands have been attacked for example, for not being able to fulfill their orders during the pandemic and things like this. And yes, I understand the people who want to have their products. Of course I do. I want to have my products too, even though I am very, very used to waiting, sweeties, okay? I never get to go into a store and immediately pick up anything because we don't have Sephora, we don't have Ulta, and we don't have anything even close to that, all right? We just have the drugstore, and that is like really, you know? So, but besides that, when I order something, it always takes at least 2 weeks, okay? So... yeah, I know. It's for someone who maybe lives in America or whatever, you know, it's always very, very strange to understand that we just sit here in the other countries, and we are used to that. We're used to that we don't get something that is, you know, like in our house within 2 days, 3 days. So anyway, I'm always getting such a kick out of this. So patience is a good thing, you know, it's a character trait, it's a good thing. So anyway, I was very shaken by this, you know, and not because I don't know, I might come across once in a while like I'm maybe a little bit naive or dumb, because I don't know why people would think that, but let's just take a different brush. I'm going to put more of that same shade, the Hugs shade, into the outer corner. So, but anyway, people think maybe that I'm a pushover or something, but I'm definitely not. You know, when it comes to my kids, I have no patience. If someone is attacking my kids, if there is some injustice going on in school with other children or whatever, I immediately get on the phone and whatever, do what I have to do, okay? But I always also check the facts, okay? If there is a problem with other parents, you know, or with other kids or whatever, I always go and talk to them, and I never act crazy, okay? But I'm very, very firm and in protecting my children if they're right. You know, if they have made a mistake, I'm also very firm in correcting that. But anyway, so I was like, I cannot believe when people act like this. I cannot believe it, because I was raised to be kind. Okay, I was raised to be kind. I was not raised to be a pushover, but I was raised to be kind and to recognize a human being opposite me, who also has feelings, who also has a life, who also has reasons, who also has all of that, what I have, okay? But it feels like in today's world, all of this is just like, I don't know, someone has taken a big dish towel and just wiped off everything. I don't know what's happening, you know? There's just no normal behavior anymore, and I don't get it. So anyway, I'm just going to back this up a tiny little bit here with my finger. And then I think actually, I don't know yet where I'm gonna put the loose glitter and which one to take, honestly. I'm going to probably go off camera for just a second to make up my mind and get also my glitter primer here. And then we shall see. So anyway, but here you can see the performance of those shimmers, and I think actually it's really, really nice. This one, the one in the inner corner, which was the shade Crush on You, has like a very cold undertone. It's like icy kind of a baby pink, you know? It's really, really cute. And then the other one in the middle here is like, well, you can see it. It's like a corally shimmer, okay? So a very, very soft kind of a light orange. Alright, something like that. I think I'm going to quickly get myself ready, and then we're going to see what else we do with those loose glitters. Okay, sweeties, I do have my NYX glitter primer here. I'm not a fan of this thing, okay? I'm still trying to get something new for myself. But anyway, I want to show you these two maybe. I think I'm going to go for the white one. This is just like as an example, okay? I don't want to open them because it's going to spill and it's going to make a mess. So I don't want to do that necessarily. But there are 4 super chunky ones, which I love because I love the effect that like chunky glitters have. have. Okay, so here we have like a super sweet pinkish one and like a golden leaning one. I hope you can see it. I hope the autofocus is picking it up. And then here, what I already showed you is a white one and like a very, very light lavender one, which is super, super pretty. I'm most drawn to this one, but I don't think it's going to fit to the look so well. I want to keep it light, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I also have one glitter that is a little bit more finely milled, which is, you know, leaning more red. Let me get this closer. Okay, and then also this is like a neon pink pigment. I hope my autofocus is keeping up with me. So anyway, so that is that. So I think I'm gonna go in with the white one, just, you know, to keep it light and fluffy. All right, so let's open this. Of course, I'm also going to swatch all of those. So when we're getting to the swatches, then you will also see them swatched out. Okay, let me just slowly open this. I don't know if you can see this. This probably doesn't make sense to hold this in the camera. Okay, so anyway. All right, so let's put on some glitter primer. And what I would love to do is to just like on the spot, like put certain chunks of glitter on in certain spots and be like really precise. But I don't think I can do that with this kind of a glitter primer. You know, this is, I don't know, I really, really don't like it. So, and I also, what am I gonna do? I really don't know. Let's just try. Let's just try. Okay, I'm gonna put some on my brush here. And I think I'm just going to put it here at the inner part, basically on top of the white, whitish pinkish shimmer that we just put on. Maybe like that. And then I think I'm going to take a, maybe I should have a wet brush. I'm going to spray a brush. Maybe then the loose glitter is going to stick better to it. Let me just do that. And let's see. Now, you gotta forgive me that I am not too experienced with loose glitters. I'm kind of scared right now because I don't want this to turn into a mess. But because usually I'm just working with pressed glitters, you know? I don't think I've actually ever done a look that contains loose glitters. I use loose glitters for doing liners, and I'm actually also planning to do a liner. Ooh, we could use actually this pigment here, this pinkish pigment, maybe. I actually had thought to use maybe this shade here because it's a little bit darker. I might still go ahead and do this, you know, do one of my glitter liners. But anyway, so let's just see how this plays out. Oh dear, I'm going to the supermarket today, so I'm gonna be all sparkly. There is one big chunk that is sort of leaning into my lash line. I'm gonna have to sort of try to either take this off or push it away. But I just love the effect of glitters. It is just so pretty. I mean, oh, I love when it sparkles. Life just makes more sense like this, you know? So regarding that guy there at the gas station, you know what my parents told me? My parents taught me that when people are like this to you, it is very important that you check how you react to that, okay? Because yes, you shouldn't take everything. You should not be a pushover, but the second you let this get to you, it's going to make you bitter, and it's going to make you hard, and it's going to turn you into that person, you know, or into a person like this that behaves like this. And you don't want to be like this because we're supposed to be better than that, right? So in case of, and I'm sure a lot of people have cursed me already, really, you know, anyway, but instead of being like this and like shooting back, my parents always said, bless them and let it go and let God be the judge, you know? So anyway, I'm trying, you know, sometimes I'm not at my best, and sometimes I have no patience either. It's not like I'm a holy person here, okay, at all. But anyway, I'm trying my best. All right, so I think that is actually the look, you know, sort of. I think this is actually really pretty. So now let me maybe just go in with that corally shade. Where did I have the brush? and sort of just back it up a tiny little bit where it meets the glitter. I don't want to smudge anything really over the glitter because I don't want it to lose the sparkle, you know? So, and then I think what I'm going to do is, what you're going to see when I come back, that I used this here as a liner. Maybe I'm going to mix it with that pink pigment, that pink neon pigment. Maybe. It depends how I feel in like 5 minutes. So anyway, you're going to see that in just a second. And then we're going to work on the under eye area together. Okay, sweeties, here we are. This is how it looks now. And I kind of really like it. Because I always do. I like my makeup stuff, you know? So what did I do with the liner? I actually ended up mixing something, yes, but not what I thought I would. Okay, so I did scratch out some of that glitter here, which is super pretty, and you're also going to see it in the swatches later on, obviously. It's a very pretty glitter. And I mixed it not with the neon pigment because I kind of really wanted to keep it a little bit on the dark side. And I also didn't want to take away from the glitter effect, okay? Because the neon pigment, I'm just going to dig it out for you and show you, is of course matte, you know? This is like a matte neon pigment, okay? So anyway, I don't know, did that show up? It's like, what is this? What is going on with my autofocus here? Now you're seeing it. So anyway, what did I end up doing though? So I told you already, I took that glitter and then I used this pigment here, the glittery red one, which looks like this. Okay, so this one, and I mixed both of those, and I used it with the Duraline from Inglot, and I created that liner. Now it was okay, it worked perfectly. The thing is though that every time I hit one of those bigger chunks of those that white loose glitter, I sort of have like little holes in my liner now. But anyway, that is the life we're living. I don't care, it's fine. All right, so anyway, I don't have lashes on, obviously. These are my lashes. Enjoy them, you don't see them a lot. And then now we are going to do the lower lash line. Okay, so I have kind of a soft pink on my lower lash line, on my waterline, and now I think I want to continue that theme and just stay soft and open and, you know, something like that. So what should we do? I think let's just go in with this one again that we used already, the inner part of the lid, the Crush on You shade, and just sort of, I don't know, just put it here, just get a little bit more on the brush. And then I think I'm going to go in with one of those pink mattes, and I'm just going to sort of create some depth with that. So that's the plan. All right, so this is it. I mean, it looks, it almost looks white now because I'm sort of just spreading it really thin. Maybe I should go in with a little bit more pigment just to make sure that one sees that this is not a white shade. I don't know. Well, it is what it is. So I think I'm going to go in with one of the pinks. Which one though? I think I'm going to go in with the lighter one, which is this one here, and that is called Passion. Okay, and I'm going to stamp that here, and I think that's going to create enough depth for me because I don't want this to be like super dark, okay? Anyway, there is not a super dark matte here in this palette. I'm going to talk about that also later on in the review part. So I'm going to just put that here under my lash line and sort of smudge it a little bit into the eyeliner that is on my waterline. And now I'm going to go back into that shade. What's it called? Crush on You. And I'm just going to sort of blend this a little bit. Like that. Alright, now bone color matte, something like that. Now I kind of feel like it would be so cool to have a white glitter in the inner corner, you know? But anyway, we do have enough glitter on our face right now, so I think I'm just going to use the white shade. I'm holding too much. I'm going to use the white shade, which is called Wifey. Oh, that is so cute. Wifey. I didn't even realize. I should really make a point of reading the shade names before I start working with a palette, because that is so cute. Love Story, Infatuation, Sweetheart, Kisses, Always and Forever. Aww. That is so cute. I mean, really. Okay, so let's put the white in here, which is a really, really nice and striking white. I just don't want it to get too big. That's what she said. Ah, I love myself. So anyway, sweeties, we have pajama time, okay? This is a very, very relaxed girlfriend time. We're allowed to make jokes, okay? And I can tell you that I love myself. So anyway, so I'm just blending this out a tiny little bit. And that is basically, I think, what the look is going to be. Of course, I'm going to put on lashes and finish off my face. Then you're going to see the swatches, probably first the ones of the palette and then the ones of the loose pigments, okay? And then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about the palette and about Styl Cosmetics. Okay, sweeties, welcome to the finished look. This is how it turned out and I'm actually super, super pleased. I love my eyes. I love the sparkle. I love it all. I'm going to zoom you in just a second, but of course you just saw the swatches. So first of all, you saw the swatches of the palette, which I have right here, and then you saw the swatches of the loose pigments, which I have right here. That's why, because it is kind of in an awkward position, that's why the angle of my swatches in the video was a little bit weird, but I just can't turn any other way, you know? And I have to do it on my left arm because I tried once to swatch something on my right arm using my left hand and it was such a disaster. So that's why I just had to do it this way, okay? So let's talk about this first. I think you can see that this is absolutely brilliant and lovely. It is so, so sweet. Now, sweeties, if you consider a palette like this, you have to love pressed glitter, okay? But if you do, then Styl Cosmetics is absolutely rocking it for you, you know, seriously, because the pressed glitters that I used in my 3 looks were absolutely beautiful. There was not an insane amount of fallout, not even like a little amount of fallout. There was, you know, there was a drop here and a drop there of like a glitter corn or whatever you, however you call this, but I expect that that's normal because gravity exists, okay? But besides that, it was not like a mess or anything at all. The shimmers also in the other 2 palettes that I tried already, the Purple Moon palette and the Daydreamer palette, the shimmers were absolutely beautiful in those palettes too, as well as in this palette, and the mattes also, you know, really, really beautiful. This is a beautiful brand, seriously. And then this, I don't even know how to show you. Can you see this? Anyway, I've never swatched loose pigments. I've never done that. And I put them on the NYX glitter primer, just so you know, okay? And I swatched them with my hand. Everything here I swatched with my hand. And here I only swatched the glitters with a brush. Everything else is with my hand. Okay, so anyway, and here there is no primer, okay? That's not, there is nothing. It's just here for the loose pigments. Anyway, that was such an experience. And I'm so, so glad that I actually got thrown into this, because I'm always shying away from stuff like that, because I always feel like, is that going to be a mess? Is this going to be awkward? What if it doesn't turn out well? Whatever. But I love, like, from my personality and from just what I love chunky glitters. I love chunky glitters even more than regular glitters. The more coarse they are, I feel this is how they get the most effect, you know, because sometimes the super finely milled glitters, at the end, they just look like a very, very foiled shimmer on your eye, you know? So I really like it if you're already putting on glitter that you can actually see that this is like big time glitter, you know what I mean? So you can of course also see that on my eyes. So anyway, so what did I do today? You saw that when I applied the makeup. Also, I just want to point out that I used this glitter here together with this pigment. I told you already in the video, but I still wanted to show you like this. This is what I used in a mixture that I created myself together with Duraline for my eyeliner. Then this is the one that I have in the inner part of my lid on top of the shimmers, which which is really, really, really pretty. This one leans a little bit more pinkish. I don't know if you can see because it's really far away, but anyway, I feel like there's something bugging me. All right, anyway. All right, so you can see that this is absolutely beautiful, and you can also see how the glitters here actually look super, super foiled when you look at it, you know, how they shift and how they sparkle. Then they are also, and it's, I kind of don't want to bend my arm too much because I don't want all the glitters here on my clothes. There are two duochrome kind of glitters, which is this one and this one. So this one here shifts a little bit blue, and this one kind of too, but it's different. It has also a different undertone. They're really, really cute, you know? Anyway, these pictures of these swatches will of course also be already live on my Instagram if you want to see them there. And besides that, also of course the looks. You see, this is exactly what I didn't want. I just rubbed it against my shirt. So anyway, good that I took the pictures already for Instagram, so I'm safe. Anyway, so that is that. What do I think about the palette? Okay, so let's go through this. We have, of course, cardboard packaging. This is the outer packaging, which is super, super cute and on theme. On the back, you do have the ingredients. Then you do have a mirror here, and then, of course, you have all those shades, which is 12, and you also have shade names. Now, what do I think about the palette? I think it is super, super cute. There is only one thing I would change, and I don't really want to change anything in the palette. I just would like to add something, and that again, and this is not going to come as a surprise, this is has something to do with my personal makeup preference, and that is dark mattes, you know, because this is the darkest matte I would say that you do have here in the palette, and I kind of feel like for a lot of looks I would like it if there would be like one really dark matte, like a dark wine red or something, like red wine red. You know, just so I can do something yet to create a little bit more depth, you know. But besides that, I think this is super, super beautiful. It's just lovely, you know, and I think we all deserve something lovely in our lives. Anyway, let me just zoom you in so you can see the look. I'm kind of struggling a little bit with the lipstick that I have on. That one is from ColourPop. It kind of feels like really strange, like my mouth is gonna glue together. So yeah, anyway, so this is the eye look. That is of course what we were focusing on. I hope you can also see the red liner or the red pinkish liner that I did, and of course also that very, very coarse chunky glitter on my lid, which I absolutely adore. So yeah, anyway, I also hope that I don't have any mess on my lashes. I didn't even check that. No, I think it's actually okay. Alright, because you know sometimes that happens when I'm using a glitter together with Duraline, that sometimes after it dries down a bit that there's like a chunk that just drops down onto the lashes, but I think we're okay today. So then of course we also have all those loose pigments, and I'm so impressed also by this one, the neon pink, which is this one. Super pretty, super vibrant, absolutely neon, like really, you know. Yeah, but I think my most favorite, and unfortunately that is the one that got rubbed onto my shirt the most, is this one. This is also the one that I was actually debating to use in the video when I created this look. I was debating this because it's like a light lavender. It is so pretty, so pretty, if you can see this. So anyway, that is the shade where I thought I could use this, but I think maybe it wouldn't go so well with the look. Turns out it would probably have been just perfect, but this is also very nice. So I'm super thrilled about all of this, and I'm super thrilled how the look turned out. And I cannot tell you that there is any dot in the palette. I also did not have any staining, sweeties, you know, and that is pretty incredible. Of course, usually for me it's just the mattes that stain, and I only have those 3 mattes, but still, I mean, they're powerful colors while still being very lovely, but they're powerful colors, and pinks sometimes do stain, you know. So I didn't have any staining, I didn't have any creasing or excessive fallout or anything like that. Yeah, so that's basically what I have to say to that. And besides that, what do I have? What is my favorite? I would almost say that from the mattes, I'm kind of leaning to this one, even though this is the one that has this glitter infused in it, but it didn't bother me at all. I mean, you also saw it in the look today when I applied it. I almost think that this one is my favorite, not according to the performance, but according to the color, because I'm kind of thrilled that she put those two colors in it, or actually these three, because they are sort of a different color family than the other ones. This could maybe also lean, you know, towards those. But anyway, I think that is super, super nice that she did that, because it gives the whole palette a whole new dimension, and you can just make so much more out of this, you know, and it's really, really pretty. This was a real big surprise because it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, let me show you. It's this one. It's the lowest one, and it's like a dusty rose slash leaning to lavender shade, which is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So she has done it. I don't know. It's beautiful. So what can I say? I have been a big fan of Styl Cosmetics for quite some time. That has nothing to do with the fact that I got this in PR, because you saw me, probably you saw me in my other video where I was just raving about those palettes, because I love them, because I love glitter, I love colors, I love all of that, you know. So, and I've also said already in a recent video, which was I think the last new makeup releases video, where I spoke about the new Christmas palette. What was it? Holiday Sleigh or something like this palette from Styl Cosmetics, where I just said that Styl Cosmetics, you know, they are picking a piece of my soul and putting it into the palette, you know. It's just because I feel like they're capturing stuff of my soul in their palettes, and that's why I have this connection to this brand. And the first time I saw the first palette of that brand, which was the Purple Moon palette, I immediately went and bought this because I knew it, I felt it, you know. So that's what it is. Anyway, sweeties, we are done for today. I hope you did enjoy this, and of course you will find everything that I used in the description box down below. Feel free to check out Styl Cosmetics, and besides that, I hope you have an awesome day. If you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. I would absolutely love to have you here, and I'll see you here for my next video, which is going to be super soon. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.